Hello there and welcome to Gaming Chat. I am Link584 and today I'd like to talk to you about what it means to be a gamer. Now, people have debated, maybe not so much recently, but when the Nintendo Wii was at its highest point of old people bowling with Wii Sports and people using the exercise fitness programs that are out there for the Wii, it sparked a lot of controversy about, are you really a gamer? I never understood the debate, so I'm going to do my best to offer how I personally feel-ish about the subject. I say feel-ish because it's a topic that I don't really like, because it's a really stupid debate. But pretty much, I wrote an article for myself, and this is how I started it. I said, did you know that you're not a hardcore gamer unless you play Call of Duty or Gears of War? Or maybe you didn't know that being a real gamer means that you play mature rated games all the time. Or maybe you didn't know that if you play only Wii Sports, that's it. Then you really don't deserve the title of gamer whatsoever. These are exaggerations, of course, but that's how a lot of people seem to feel on the issue. I don't know if it's the majority, or is it just the haters out there that are coming out and saying these things. To me, personally, a gamer... Now, first of all, just so you know, I'm very technical. I like being precise. I don't like things being vague. So I'm sorry if the next few things I'm going to say are very specific and you don't necessarily agree with them, but these are my personal reflections, and in the end I still don't care about the issue at hand. So please save your comments for the end, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from with this. But to me, a gamer is anyone who plays any kind of video game regularly in their life, which to me regularly falls under 15 hours or more in a month, because that's roughly half an hour a day. So I guess technically you could have the iPhone gamers, in the Android market. These people that play for a few minutes a day, if it equals half an hour worth, then I guess you're a gamer under my definition. Which is weird because I don't fully agree with that, but at the same time, you are. Just because I don't agree with that doesn't mean that it is, because I came up with my own rules, now I have to follow them. And I don't want to get any more specific than that, because that's where things will get messy. A little bit of vague is good. So 15 hours in a month, that makes you a gamer. Whether that means you're just an iPhone gamer, and people like to attach a certain title to them, do whatever you please. But to me, that's a form of gamer. Next, I'd say that there's the hardcore gamer. Okay? Now, first of all, just, fitness games, that was the one specific thing. Fitness games don't count because they're not a game, they're a program. So you do have to take, like the whole granny bowling and all that stuff. Bowling is a game. It is a real-life sport. It does count, just like people who play Madden games. It's a game. You're a gamer. So that falls under it. But fitness, specifically for the point of fitness and programming, doesn't count. But so, a hardcore gamer versus the established regular gamer. Regular, we said 15 hours. Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, about half an hour a day. Hardcore gamer to me is 40 hours in a month. This is over an hour a day. So rather than just being under half an hour, it's going to be over an hour. So that's a huge amount. You actually sit down and play for a good chunk of time. Even if it's on the weekends, it doesn't have to be a daily amount. It's per month. So 40 hours in a month, that's a lot. That's enough to be considered a hobby for anyone that has a regular job. That's what you do with your free time. Clearly you're a gamer, so you're a hardcore gamer. So the point is, I've defined them based on how I feel. I'd like to know what you guys think if you were to go into those specifications like I did, what makes up what to you? Is there just gamer? Is there non-gamer? Is it multiple tiers like mine is? Those are my two ways of defining them. But hold on, I still have more. So next is, why does this matter? Well, it clearly matters to people on the internet, which I know doesn't say much, but that person that's posting on the internet, these people that are doing it, that's them. That's me. That's people with real thoughts and feelings. Just because it's the internet doesn't negate it any more than a real life conversation. It's still valid. Just like this conversation that we're having right now, perfectly valid. Me having a camera versus having a post on a forum, there is no difference. Everything has to be taken into consideration. So why does it matter? This is where I have to pick the brains of other people without them telling me why it matters. Well, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I really don't think so. But people who play video games as a regular part of their life are gamers, end of story. That's it for me. But according to the internet, that's wrong. Being a real gamer or a hardcore gamer is important, apparently. The issue is, like I said, gone downhill since, but having to connect sports games, like Connectimals and all this other stuff that I've never even played, people say those aren't games. If they are a game, then it is a game. End of story. If you meet my hour requirement, that's all that matters. Because a lot of people say iPhone gamers, they don't count. A game is a game. It's like the people who play The Sims. Do you not count them as gamers if they played 15 or 20 or 30, 40 hours a month? Are you a hardcore MMO player and you'll never play a sports game? I hate sports games. But people who play sports games, if they play enough of them, to me, they're a gamer. You just have to deal with people are different than you. I love Harvest Moon, for example. That's a game. People just say it's a real life type of simulator and all this other crap. People can say things however they want. A game is a game. That's it. Deal with it. So, now that you found your internal peace with what a game is, hopefully, I was saying, why does this matter? Well, it just doesn't. I guess people are territorial because being a gamer has changed with the introduction of iPhone and Wii and all the, Kinect, all these different things, the PlayStation Move, the dance games. We didn't have those growing up. You really did not. You had DDR, but aside from that, growing up, these things did not exist. So the debate was never there. You had real games, and that was it. So I guess people are feeling territorial because they don't want to share their title with someone else. But here's another thing to take into consideration. You have the real gamers versus the not really gamers. Like I said, I don't buy that. But here's one to consider. You as a gamer, or maybe you've seen someone say territorial things like I just described. You say, those people aren't a gamer, they just do whatever. Think of it this way. You're making it an issue because there's a very good chance that the people that you consider not really gamers, even if they play enough, they probably don't consider themselves gamers. They're very casual. They're casual gamers. And they might describe themselves as that, which is a big difference between casual and hardcore, and they know it. They either don't feel like that they're gamers, or they know that they're casual gamers. So why do we need to divide and split these two different sides of gaming when we're all just having fun and sharing a passion together? Why does it have to be an issue? Why do we have to fight against our new brothers and sisters in gaming? There's no point. I love games. People, even hardcore gamers, love quick and easy games. Why fight it? We should be embracing games like Farmville and all those. They're bringing people who've never really gamed before. They're bringing them into the Flash gaming world. and they're doing it with community and working with other people, whether you like it or not. It's actually bringing people together in a new way, making new gamers, which means they'll probably have more gaming children. They'll be more inclined to actually give games a try. The parents who never actually played them until now, even if it's not the same games that us hardcore gamers are used to. It's introducing it to them, which means we'll more likely get more gamers, which means more revenue being spent on games, which means more great and better, awesome hardcore games will be made. So, like I said, the debate's pretty stupid, and in the end, just do away with it. Don't try to discourage them. Embrace them. Like I said, we'll win in the end, because we'll get more games out of it. So I'm sorry if I sound pretty angry about this whole subject, but I think it's really stupid, and I don't understand why people had to have it in the first place. So, bottom line, to me, is if you play games regularly, you are a form of gamer. If you play them a lot more, then clearly you're a hardcore gamer. But in the end, I honestly don't care. Those were just some standards I made up for the sake of argument, but not for argument's sake, but just to throw it out there about how stupid the argument is. So I guess you could say I'm arguing against the argument, and I came up with some figures. And that's just how I feel. And in the end, do I care? I don't. They're standards that I came up with that I don't care about, just for the sake of this conversation. So, I'm going to fade out here. There's going to be the wall of discussion behind me, where your comments will be annotated in. They'll be featured, because I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the issue. Like I said, I'm going to fade out here, post them on the wall of discussion, which will last for a whole minute. And you know what? Regardless, this has been an interesting conversation.